All right, hello, Virgos. Virgos, this is the third monthly message for June. Thank you guys all so very much. In this third message, we are going to start. It's continuing on from the second message. So this could be a whole different story dynamic for individual Virgos. So always use your own discernment as you're tuning in, right? So some of these messages coming forth could be about you on a personal level or someone in your life or someone you're thinking about, okay? We're continuing with the Solace Oracle, all right? I'm just a warning here with this beginning of this one. Part of the soul's journey was about grief, okay? And this card that I know that I see in this beginning does talk about potentially a very unhealthy, toxic relationship where it could have been physical, mental, psychological, abusive, controlling, something. Okay, so you or someone else. And so keep that in mind as you're tuning in. If your relationships are great and healthy, then this might not be for you, but maybe it's someone in your family or your friends group or something like that. But it's coming to, what I'm getting with this is that things are being, this is coming to light, I guess, or it's going to be revealed. It's going to become public, or people are recognizing, noticing it, like, and there's freedom. There is some sense of freedom. Also that with grief, it's understanding that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it, but also have a deeper understanding of it. Okay, with this one, I got a lot of Taurus and Scorpio energy, Virgos, so you could have that in your chart. We're dealing with them. There's also Gemini, of course. It's 6-9 today as I am doing this, and I saw quite a bit of Cancer sign energy. Or just the end of this month of June being spotlighted, even like 626, 625 is that new moon in the Cancer energy. I saw 630 actually, so the very last day of the month, even 513. There was a lot of the Cancerian energy too, and Scorpio. I saw several different Scorpio dates and times. I don't know if I'm going to give them. Yeah, let's just jump into that. And Taurus energy. Okay, so if you don't have that in your chart, there's Capricorn too. So it seems like either you're dealing with these different signs or you could have this in your chart, and so that's giving it more of a specific dynamic. Okay, guys? Yeah, Cancer sign, Gemini 6-9 even, and that is today. So okay, someone could, I'm not really going to do the ages, I think, with this one. All right, so we're starting here with this. Now, I unveiled these using the pendulum in that second video. If you didn't watch that one, just click on my channel and scroll down to the second video if you'd like to see how these were first delivered. But if not, we are continuing on, and if you didn't listen to that first one, it's still, you can just tune into this and see if it resonates first. Then I'm also going to be incorporating the Women of Myth Oracle to this one. It's been really fascinating to see if it gives us guidance as well. And finishing this up, also working with Granny's Postcard Tarot. We'll see how long it goes, whether I pull tarot or not in this one. And of course, to lighten the mood and everything, I'm going to finish it up with some family affirmators, okay? Yeah. Okay, here we go, Virgos. Let's start. Someone's freeing themselves. Even seeing this right here, 1918, it could be that you've known this person or they're younger. Doesn't have to be that. Okay. I opened it up to the teardrop, 17, 5, 6, 5, 7. Okay, 58 and 59. The eyes tell the truth. So there's something in the eyes. Drip drop, tears keep falling, a slow bleed, leaving behind only a shell of what was once beautiful. 58 and 59. So this could be, something could have happened during, those could also be ages, right? During Taurus season, or also Leo, Scorpio, Sag energy. So anything like that. There's no pleasantries behind this card. You or someone, or someone is somehow involved in an abusive relationship. Where are you now? In this realization or recovery, many will advise you to just walk away, but it is not always that easy. Abusive behaviors come in many forms: verbal, mental, and or physical harm. Continuous apologies will not fix the problem. If you end up staying in it any longer, you may have serious regrets. Don't ever accept or make excuses for anyone's abusive behavior. If you do, you could grow accustomed to this type of treatment and start to forget what normal feels like. Have you been telling yourself things might get better? How many disappointments have there been? Yes, choosing to exit the relationship will also bring on hardships, but it's crucial to put your physical and your mental health first. Leaving is going to be very difficult for you, but it will be worse if you stay. The pain has been ongoing, but now you'll be facing a different kind of challenge. If the abuse is coming from an intimate relationships, perhaps at one time you had a good understanding of what you wouldn't tolerate. Yet everything became obscured as you fell deeper in love with them. All of a sudden, you're putting up with more than you ever thought possible. It's almost like they put a spell on you, and then sadly, you're enduring the unforgivable. Abusers can always have a way of breaking you down, making you feel like you can't survive without them. You begin to lose yourself along with your self-esteem. Yeah, self-esteem was very vital for this soul's journey as well, for your happiness as well, and freedom. If you are in this kind of unsafe relationship, it would be wise for you to consider leaving, but you need to have a safety plan so you know what to do when you're ready to go. Do not be afraid to ask for help from friends and family. You may even want to document incidents or consider getting a restraining order. Start asking people you respect questions and seek out professional advice if necessary. Wow, those go hand in hand with the best in show. Hush, hush, my sweet, you look amazing. Don't speak, don't say anything. Just keep smiling. 6061, weird. So these two, as we see, it's like someone's being told not to talk about something, or, well, clearly, but I'm seeing being freed. Even not communicating to your spirit guides or your ancestors, or praying, or see, this is why I was like, okay, this one is a heavy card, and so it needed to be out there so anyone who understand that's a very unhealthy, toxic, that's not loving. That's where we would see the devil energy, controlling, abusive. Okay. Start asking people that you do respect questions and seek out professional advice if necessary. There is much needed healing for all involved. Do not think it can be fixed immediately. Jumping into a new relationship, even if it helps defer your agony, time alone is recommended to find understanding and recovery. Only then can you start to fix the real issues. You're stronger than you know. It's time to get back to you, or maybe the you you're intended to be. Yeah. There was deception, and it's been revealed as well. There was someone getting caught. All right, Virgos. 36 and 18. 16. Okay. Now we're going to go to 60 here. And now this is in reversal. Now they don't read reversals, but as they came forth, I just laid them out, because it can also show me a sense of that deception is coming to light. So it might have a reverse meaning of this 60, right? So as you tune in, right? And if this isn't you, I really hope and pray it's not, okay? But let's also, like, you know, even in the community, this is also loving. There is definitely something here, a little bug. A tiny little red spider. Little tiny bug. Someone's been listening to someone or something, I don't know. And there's... someone maybe feels like their support system is not on this earth anymore and they feel stuck or trapped. That's for someone. Okay. I tell you, this one is a bit heavy, okay, guys? So, let's just all, you know, whomever this is anonymously, send that love to anyone going through a certain situation like this, that they will be guided and protected through God's grace, God's love, God's mercy, and be shown how to free themselves from any situation like this. Amen. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, there's something about a photograph that was also spotlighted. Okay, and I'm seeing a man, whether this is like someone watching over you, is a father figure or something like that even, or they're seeing something. This person is gone. This is someone who is on the other side. Also calling upon Archangel Michael or connecting. I don't know this card. Today is 6/9 as I'm doing it, so it might be spotlight. They could even be that age, right? They could be a Gemini, another Virgo, a Sag, a Cancer sign, an Aries, a Scorpio. Yeah. 41 as well. So different messages for different people tuning in, right? Because we are having connection, confirmation, you know, holding hands. And some of you could be Capricorn. Some of you could be a grandfather or a great-grandfather. Okay, 60. I saw the name Jenny with an I. There was a lot. I haven't been giving names lately, but there are Matthew, Al, Alan, Jonathan, Brian, Keith, Mick. I'm all Mick. I listened to the Rolling Stones, dude. But there was some other names there too. Yeah, I'm not even gonna tell you what I was listening to. Okay. Led Zeppelin, Misty. Oh, getting called Misty. Melissa and Michelle. Okay, this is forcing puzzle pieces. That's what this 60 is. I was knocking at your door. Oh my gosh, I did. Like, I almost... Rolling Stones and Can't You Hear Me Knocking? I was knocking at your door. I wanted to come inside. No one was home. Emptiness. I left. It could be dealing with an Aries, another Virgo, a Cancer sign, a Leo, a Gemini. Doesn't have to be, or, you know. I was getting a lot about a brother, too, for some of you. A brother. I was listening to Korn today, guys. But I'm not going to tell you the songs. I know some Virgos are like... I'm definitely getting a lot of Earth energy, though. Taurus and Capricorn. And, you know. And y'all need to escape LA. Anyone who's in LA, get the fuck out, guys. Shit's hitting the fans, okay? Just get out. Be part of that. You know, Tool, Anima, learn to swim. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. Forcing the puzzle pieces. I also got Schism by Tool. You get some Aries Libra energy with that too. I know the pieces fit because I watched them fall. Oh, the web. The spider. You want it so bad. You can actually touch it. But when you try to hold it, it slips right through your fingers. It's right there, clearly visible, and yet you can't have it or achieve it. Maybe you're trying to voice your will, but you are not being heard. Disappointed because you realize what you reach for is not going to come to fruition. However, you can't say you didn't try it from every angle, so don't feel too defeated. Not everyone will see things from your perspective or be willing to change their mind and do things your way, even if it is better. Any situation can go astray at the least expected moment, and not everything can be fixed. You can't force it, because if you push one more inch, it could go spiraling out of control. Some things don't come together as planned. Wow. So I might get into some of those disappointing affirmations. And ironically, underneath here, you are an exotic bird and you have self-esteem. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. I don't know. This one, this is where there's this freedom. Okay, under here, this is where there was this acceptance that you cannot control others. Didn't turn out how you hoped it would be. Oh, see, we got some Nine Inch Nails and Trent Reznor popping in too. The wretched. But that's, of course, nobody expected or wanted to be. Weird. Self-esteem. The offspring. That is not a good... Oh, the lights flickered when I said that. I also think of Epic and Faith No More. Disappointed. Not everyone will see things from your perspective or be willing to change their mind and do things your way, even if it is better, right? Try as you may, it is what it is. In times like this, you need to keep your composure and remember some doors close so that other ones open. Stay optimistic, moving forward, and let your negative feelings float down and away from you. Allow new possibilities for success and happiness to find you. Okay, and now we're going to the 69, and I've never seen this. This is a tough new beginning, tough beginnings. Self-esteem, awakening from a dream or reality. The lines become obscured, fleeting moments, glimpses of emptiness. I still exist. This is the message. I still exist. You still exist as well. But there was this person that is gone, but they still exist. Okay. Someone's not believing, though, or calling on. Afraid of what people might think or something. Someone keeping up with the Joneses. Putting on a facade. Luxury. A lot of Cancerian energy. It could be Cancerian energy coming forth for you. Capricorn, like I said. Gemini, Virgo. Libra. Yeah. Maybe even that Scorpionic or something. An awakening. Oh, shit. I just looked at the page number. It's 187. Is that like a bad omen, do you think? Could be an Aries, Scorpio, Libra even. I still exist. 188, 189. Closing doors is not always easy. Some things are just too painful, so we get stuck in a type of holding pattern. We want to move forward, but in what direction? Standing there unable to make a decision leaves us exposed to the storms of this world. Elements consisting of pain, anxiety, or confusion are taking over your space of being. How do you protect yourself and close off all the negative feelings intruding your life? Oh my gosh, there was this song. All these fucked up feelings again. The song, I listened to Korn today, like I said. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Give me a second. I'm here to stay. Here to stay. Yeah. Okay. Also got thoughtless scheming. Something about being untouchable too. I kept saying untouchable, but I'm giving you words like that were spotlighted, and then untouchables. What was the other word? Word up, I guess. I don't know. Okay, there could be. Ooh, wow. This one crazy. First, you need to open the door of truth before you can get your closure. The words depression. Okay, there's a trigger warning, I guess. Maybe I should. I know people don't like to say this word. Self-delete. Okay, are significant with the calling of this card. This kind of mental disorder is difficult to endure, mostly when someone has lost a friend, A family member due to suicide. Damn, I said it. What? For some of you, you probably know I've shared this before. So I was getting brother. And brother-in-law. So this could be what this grief is, even, or something. Or feeling that way. Or this person could have. Dang. I've not seen this card before. Now, once again, even if this isn't like someone, well, no, someone close to you. I know. It's someone in your own, someone close to you. This has probably happened too. So, that's heavy grief. Dang. Okay, wow. Mental health. Men's mental health awareness. I kept saying that too. I saw like Kurt Cobain, Robin Williams. What was this? Several others. Chris Cornell. Of course, we know those are just musicians, but it affects even. Right. Oh, this is this is a trigger warning for all. This one is big. If you're tuning in. Dang. So, even moving through some of that energy, okay? Even working with the band Korn, then they have a next song that is like paradigm shift and hater. So he's worked through the anger, okay? This is tense energy. Because how do you even process that? That's where the blame game, and someone feels like they failed someone. But it also shows how much, it could be that someone feels like they're in such a thing that they feel like there is no other option, or someone else is seeing that. I don't know. This one is heavy, guys. I know the pieces fit. Okay, here we go. Whoa, assist to forgive and let go of the deceased and loving memories. You should remove any blame from themselves as well. Okay, I'm just going to read it. We're just going to get through this. Dang. This kind of mental disorder is difficult to endure. Oh, Virgo. Some of you was an Aries. Some of you was a Libra. Some of you was Aquarius, even. Any of these others. Okay. Here we go. This kind of disorder is difficult to endure, mostly when someone has lost a friend or a family member due to suicide. It's heart-wrenching because the survivors feel like they missed the signs or could have done something more to help. They could have feelings of guilt, shame, or rejection, but frankly, it's not their fault. They need to forgive and let go of the deceased with loving memories, and they should remove any blame from themselves. People also have varied opinions about suicide, but don't worry about your departed's pathway to heaven. Let go of the hurt and confusion associated with religious beliefs. Have peace in knowing that their soul is allowed to cross into the light of love and forgiveness. They are not cast away into darkness due to their suffering here on earth. We all go through different life lessons, and from our hardships, we learn and grow spiritually. We get to live and experience multiple scenarios that teach us about love, understanding, and peace for one another. You may be going through agony due to their passing, but rest in knowing that they too will continue their journey of life. Mental health is essential for a well-being and cognitive dysfunction. It's not always adequately recognized. Perhaps there is someone who is now experiencing a depressed state of mind or suicidal thoughts. How do you know, and what should you look for? These are a few signs: feelings of hopelessness, increased fatigue or sleep issues, loss of interest, anxiety, changes in appetite, and frequent and recurrent thoughts of death. These signs should not be taken lightly, and this is a concern. Professional advice is always recommended. Someone needs to, speak to a licensed professional counselor as well, a neutral, where they can feel free to express, even with dealing with certain types of this, of course. So there's your sign. Also pray about it, that you can be guided. Do your research, Virgos. And also, maybe if you're being called to help someone, or you're feeling, this is also about healing that. And it takes time as well. Whether it's like their anniversary of that death day, or it is, their birthday or spotlight days, even if it's your own birthday or holidays, things come up and remind you, music, their songs, or cars, trips, their symbols, that they were drawn to in this life. You know what I mean? Like the wolf. Maybe I'll get some charms to help give any clear guidance. And if anyone is feeling that way, of course, y'all know. I don't know about that hotline there, but, this is showing that this is divine intervention as well. Remember, we all need help from time to time, so be aware of what you can do to restore peace in your life. You've been trying so hard to close the door when all you needed to do is open it widely and recognize what's in front of you. Then you can start to let the white light of love, healing, and protection cover your body and soul. All right. This is some Aries, Scorpio, Sag. Wow, that one, I feel like someone doesn't believe. Or also, as it spoke about some of the fears of religion and stuff like that. Now, I understand anger about things in the world and how, where some of that Christian go to hell shit comes from, but not that. That doesn't qualify. I think, I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? But we definitely feel and see spirit communication. People want, I think that's why even using the pendulum, of course, people can think someone's faking and charlatan or whatever, and but the pendulum shows there's movement there, right? And different stuff. Some people need that. What is this called? In their belief system. I remember being that way when I was like in college, early 20s. Not that an atheist, what's it? I forget what it's called now. Guess it's unimportant. All right. That one's crazy, guys. I tell you, I'm glad I put that out there in the beginning. I've experienced, I know what that's like to try and process. And it can really be different for different types of family members, and it doesn't just affect the close family members, it affects the community. It affects their their friends. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, they all go through this, like, trying to, I mean, even when they weren't close to him. So it's a heavy one. But we're going to cleanse through it. There's a process. And at the other side of it is peace and acceptance and surrendering it to God as well. All right. We do have with the 73, somebody trying to keeping up with the Joneses. Okay. Okay. And there was a push-pull dynamic in a relationship. Okay. So, and maybe that's the other thing, is like somebody blocking their emotions about something. I don't know. But there's a bit of illusion with this. There was a needing to detach from it. This was about what's being put online, okay? What's being shared out, on social networking or learning. And this is about, even someone does health and fitness or something like this, or they're putting I don't know, like, because this is also about their happiness and health, honoring your physical health, your vessel. But there was about getting lost in the sea of the internet and on our phones and the Wi-Fi and all of the different things. And a push and pull dynamic, feeling like you can't be. Maybe there was a fire or something. Someone could be born in 73. It could be about, 4th of July. Actually, someone coming forth could be those ages even. Use your own discernment, guys. This could deal with Cancer, Libra, Gemini energy. Yeah, maybe Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Cancer sign. I do get Sag, Libra, a lot of Libra energy even. The child within me cries for a simpler time of bliss. Even Scorpionic. Life is full of responsibilities and commitments, so you're constantly on the go. You set high standards for yourself, and while you may have met the mark, keeping up with it is exhausting. You've got everything you wanted, so why aren't you happy? The answer is simple, but we complicate it. Some keep reaching and wanting more, but why? Do you remember the days when you were unaware of labels and brand names? When home was a place of gathering and friendship. You didn't care about designer furniture or the make or model of the car parked in the driveway. You enjoyed your friends and family for the moments spent together, and that was enough. Why do some feel the need to push for success and showcase it like a fine piece of art? Is more really better anyway? Probably not. So it's time to take a step back or two. Think about the things that are really important in your life. Are you able to stop and smell the flowers? Or are you running around in circles? Let go of your picture-perfect world and simplify your life. Maybe then you will be able to start enjoying it. Who are you trying to impress anyways? Sometimes less is really more. And the final card is 42. Shadows. 46 and 2. My shadow. It's also surrendering. So we're definitely doing shadow work. Especially what we're talking about here. Surrendering grief. I can release need to control. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. There was also Virgos, a fellow Virgo, I'm just going to mention, Gregory Scott, and his passing away, and he was like a wonderful astrologist. He was all earth, and maybe this is some of the reason why some of this is coming forth even. And honoring and thinking of him as well. All right. My shadows. I do get 119, which is actually Edgar Allan Poe's birthday. I don't know why that always stays in my mind, but I think of that as well. And his passing was still a bit of a mystery. But even his poetry, speaking of the shadow, the crow, the raven, Poe, Edgar, or 11-9 Scorpio. I saw a lot of different Virgo 903, 902, 901. I forget if I told you guys this or not. 11-9, or excuse me, 119 and 120, 121. Dark places people hide, unreachable. Make yourself vulnerable. Life will change. When you're scared, using excuses only allows you to hide and run from the truth. This kind of negative energy will end up keeping you from living your life to the fullest. Is there a real reason for you to be anxious, or are you just letting your imagination get the better of you? It's strange, but when you start to feel scared, the scarier things can get. Suddenly, something so insignificant has become an enormous ordeal because fear has taken root via reiteration of doubt. Phobias can take over our mind and influence the way we handle important decisions or avoid them. We all have an instinct or intuition about our fears, and this is absolutely normal. Other times, we were taught or learned from our experiences to be fearful about certain situations. It is important for us to distinguish rational and irrational fears. You are strong enough to make changes, and you can conquer your fears. If you start to become confused or frightened about something, try implementing this breathing technique. Breathe in slowly to the count of 7, breathing in through your nose. Let's do it together. 1, 2. I guess we should count in our head. I don't know. Exhale slower to the count of 11. I like the 4-4-4. You can do it that way too. Breathing out through your mouth. And do this for a minute or so. 7-11. I did see 7-12 being spotlighted a lot too. You will be pleasantly surprised at how well this method will calm your anxieties. Now visualize yourself conquering your fears that are holding you back from your new and brighter future. Be ready to face your fears, and it helps if you give them a name, because then you will start to become more aware when they creep into your psyche. Remember, you control how your mind thinks and reacts to situations. You are in charge. Believe in your power and then focus on what you really want to accomplish. Have no fear. You've got this. You've got this. All right. I thoroughly appreciate that being that final message from the Solace Healing. I keep calling it solace healing, but it doesn't say healing on it at all, but I sense that it feels like it is. Addressing it, processing it, feeling it, and releasing it. Surrendering. Okay? It's all energy, isn't it? So, it has to go somewhere. Yeah. So this one was quite heavy, Virgos. Dang. Quite heavy. What are we at on time? 38:22. All right, at this point, should I open up? No, I'm going to wait on the affirmations. We are going to go now to the Women of Myth deck. And in this deck, we are going to look at this. So this might bring in some learning. Okay, a little Sagittarian energy. Looking at different mythological goddesses as well, but the feminine energy, the heroine and, the hero archetype, and then the monster. Okay, so it's been really interesting. Once again, this is a new deck for this month of June that I unveiled for the Gemini's birthday. So I'm just gonna grab it. I've shuffled all of these and we're gonna look. We have your first warrior, the heroine. Okay, the adventurer. Whoa, double time. And the nature lover. Oh, look, no way, crocodile. Adventure. Maybe this very much is like Sag energy. There's also the sky woman, the nature lover. I haven't seen this one. It's like the Empress energy. for some of you, it's like a mother or grandmother energy. Could definitely be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm also getting Taurus or the feathers. Aries even. Then we have the crocodile. The adventure. These are new. These are gonna be good. We're gonna look, she's handling this alligator, this crocodile. The cane. And I guess I am going to mention and start, I apologize in advance if I mess up the pronunciations of any of these cards, because, you know, I probably will. But I'm still going to do my best. So just going to put that out there. It's not intentional if I screw up the names. All right, next one we have another warrior energy, heroine, the rebel. Treu Trin. Look, we have the elephant with the tusks. Dang. This is warrior energy for sure. Okay, I sent that there. And then these final ones, and you know how I like to, we're going to start with these, and then I'm going to shuffle them out and take a few. Another one. So brave, warrior, the power broker. The weirdest thing is these are, I was like, I felt the sneeze coming and the itchy nose thing. Some people think that's a sign or something. I got yes. Weird. Or it's just the pollen in the air. Okay, the power broker. This is the future energy even. Or these are the heroes. So all of these ladies, feminine, women, are actually in masculine energy. In these, that's what I think, to try and understand that. So even though it is called them divine feminine, diverse feminine, okay? This particular deck is by Maria Sophia. Guidance and insight from the divine and diverse feminine, the women of myth, okay? Maria Sophia. All right. Thakane Treu Trin. See, I'm already messing that one. The rebel and the power broker. Okay. Ay. Let's begin. All right, Virgos. Virgo. Who is my spirit guide? The women of myth who currently acting as a spirit guide for you at this moment. The adventure. Thakane. Maybe an Aries, Capricorn, or Leo too. Sag. This is also the situation. Taking this adventure. We have 1, 2, 3. Mind, body, spirit. What does your mind need to know right now? Maybe it's about an adventure. What does your body need to nourish right now? The rebel spirit even, I don't know. Standing up for something. Going out, enjoying your life. Breaking free. Finding happiness and joy in this world. And the power broker. What does my soul need to feel right now? Powerful. Strength. Overcoming. Surrendering. Even. Okay. The cane. Oh, I opened it up too. See, there are so many of these. I cannot pronounce them correctly. I know that. So I'm still going to check the deck out and do my best, but okay, where are you? Okay, these are alphabetical order. Grouped into, these are all the hero ladies. All these ladies out here. The power broker. Oh, I'm in the goddesses. This is even a new beginning energy. Surrendering. You're being given some strength or something. Something being passed down. Okay. There. Sorry, it was taking me a little bit of time. 82 and 83. All right. Like I do. Those are the page numbers, but they could have some synchronicity. Someone could be that age coming forth for you. Someone could be born in 82, 83. You could also be dealing with a Leo or those days or times, Scorpio, Taurus, Gemini, Libra. The adventure, victory, responsibility, and reward. Her story, the daughter of a great chief. The Cane travels across the African continent to slay a mythical dragon-like creature, a quest usually reserved for men. She conquers the monster and is given a hero's welcome on her return. This card represents new beginnings and a fresh start. You're up to the task or challenge, so it's time to prove your worth or mettle. Quiet the negative voices in your head or from others, and defy expectations. Her advice is to be bold. Seek out adventures. You're not too old, too young, too big, too small, or too much or too little of anything to get started. Live your life on your own terms and give yourself an incredible quest of your own. Wow. Oh, wow. And these are right in flow in the book. So even though they're split, this is interesting. 84, 85 as well. Same idea there with that 8485. Rebellion, reputation, and resistance. Her story. Treu Thi Trinh was a Vietnamese woman who led a rebel army in battle while riding atop an elephant against the occupying Chinese. She is regarded as a national and legendary heroine. Do your own thing. Try to thrive despite current circumstances. Take all necessary steps to get where you want to be. Naysayers may be surrounding you and offering you harsh feedback or false support. Recognize their presence. Do not bow and do not break. You're on the precipice of a breakthrough. Transformation is on the way. Do not lose faith in yourself or allow the wrong and negative critiques of people who will never understand you deter you from your goals. All right. And then the power broker, leadership, power, and confidence. 56, 57. All right. So even ages, right? Birth years, they could be coming forth for you. 5, 6, 5, 7, Taurus. I get Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Libra energy. Also Scorpio, the power broker. Arawelo is the legendary Somali queen who smashed the patriarchy in her quest to defy gender roles, empowering women to assume leadership positions and men to take on child-rearing responsibilities. This card represents a competition, a challenge, and a conflict. Power and karmic imbalances can lead to fear-based actions. Refusing to pay it forward or back can cause unrest. Her advice, Arawelo is giving you the reins. Now steer yourself to your desired outcome and bring others along with you. Remember that the universe is abundant and so are opportunities. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, make you smarter, and inspire you to be better. Leave behind those who don't, won't, or can't. Dang. Yeah. Rising up. You guys did have that in the beginning too. The Phoenix. Rising. I get a lot about Arizona actually, or Nevada. I get a lot of desert energy. California too. New Mexico or something. I don't even know. Maybe it's... So that's where we begin. All right. Let's find out about this adventure. Okay. Underneath there, we also have Mami Wata, the offer. Okay. I'm getting like going out to like an island getaway, or there's ocean water. This is the mermaid. The water. I always think of like Florida though, or something like that with the gators and swamplands, or I don't know. The offer. This came through with Leo's. Mami Wata. So if she comes out, I will reread her. But if you're interested in that one, I believe that was in the Leo's reading with their women of myth, okay? As well as Medusa. So, let's see. What else do we have for the Virgos? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, who are tuning into this particular message. Ishtar, the Force, good luck. Wow. And another, Independent. Lagertha. Look, there's shield from battle. The goddess, Ishtar, is coming forth. Lagertha. And underneath the deck, Medusa, the outcast. So, there was definitely, for some of you, having Leo in your chart or be dealing with the Leo, Aquarius energy. And so I'm not going to reiterate this just to save on time. Somebody, SA is what we're talking about with this a little bit. And then envy. Because Poseidon actually, I mean, it says it even in the books. Like, that's the... And then, of course, anyone who looks at her is supposed to turn to stone. She was the one called the monster, but she was the one who was abused. And then it was the envy and jealousy of the other little g goddesses that turned her into a monster. Well, that's interesting. So that's your first monster. Like I said, if you want to hear that one, I'll probably listen to the Leo one. And that's fairly specific if you definitely have Leo in your chart. Okay, you're dealing with them. I'm going to set that up here. So these first two are going to come forth. Ishtar. The goddess Ishtar. Good fortune. A fortune teller. Like, that's what I see Ishtar as. The Force. Love, vengeance, and power. 3839. The bearded goddess of war and sex in ancient Mesopotamia. Ishtar is one of the most known and worshipped deities in history. Dating back to 4000 BC, Ishtar bartered lives with the little g gods and goddesses of the underworld and influenced fertility and reproduction in the land of the living. You might be feeling insulted, slighted, rejected, or not chosen, outcasted. Managing your emotions by stuffing them down or not allowing yourself to feel them isn't a great solution. However, are you playing nice and trying to be the bigger person? Her advice: Ishtar is reminding you that being nice is often a trap, one that requires you to set aside your own needs and preferences. Instead, prioritize yourself. You do not need to wait for permission or validation from others, especially those who don't understand you, to do what you want. Could also be dealing with a Pisces, Gemini, Scorpio, or they could be coming forth for you. Sag as well. Okay, this next heroine here, the Independent, Lagertha. Okay. I'm like, okay. Lagertha. LM. 66 and 67. You could have double Virgo or be dealing also with another Virgo, Libra, Gemini, Sag. Independence, bravery, power hungry. Her story: the legendary Viking warrior Lagertha led a navy of more than 100 ships before returning to kill her husband rather than share power. Oh, wow. You might feel a need for solitude, meditation, and self-reflection. If you're feeling crowded or overwhelmed, seek independence or your own path. A solo trip. Or being single might be the ticket. So for some of you, especially if you are resonating or you've been previously in a really unhealthy, harmful relationship, or you're going through grieving of this type of loss, and that person or you're feeling this about your own self, trying to force things or feeling stifled, there is this need to take time alone, or even be single before you jump in. I mean, doesn't mean you can't have friendships, but don't immediately jump into another like intimate romantic relationship. That's the advice, okay? Because there is healing that needs to be done, right? Or taking a solo trip. Her advice, even if it seems scary, intimidating, or daunting, La Gertha is asking you to be more independent. Don't wait for someone else's participation to do something, whether it's something small, like going somewhere by yourself, or bigger, like taking a break from a relationship. You may find you like your own company best of all. Best of all. Right. Oh, okay. These are fascinating. Like I said, I'm not going to read Medusa just to save on time. We're at 55:38 on the clock. Let's see what else underneath this rebel. And going, standing up for yourself even. Independent. This is important for even your soul growth. Okay. It does pull in that Aries energy. As a Libra, I recognize in myself that's something, because we're all about going places with others. And then there's a time of actually being forced to, like somebody canceling at the last minute, but you're still going to follow through with it. And it was all divinely guided, whether you recognize it or not, for you to have this independence to overcome any type of fear of doing things on your own. I mean, I get it. The world is a scary place. But it helps your confidence and your self-esteem. The guide, you have a guide with you, the goddess. Wow, this is definitely, oh my. You do have an ancestor coming forth. Like I said, even an angel here with helping with your self-esteem. You're an exotic bird. Maybe something about exotic birds. They could also be a Taurus, an Aries, a Cancer sign. Like I said, all these different signs, a Gemini, Virgo, even a Leo. They could have been any of these ages. There's mastery. And this is the same type of connection. Even Archangel Michael. This goddess. And connecting. For some of you, it's even regarding like a Leo coming forth. Because I'm seeing her connecting here. And there's freedom with this underneath there. This outcast. Pele, the goddess. Yeah, we've got a Hawaiian goddess too. Volcanoes, lava. Okay. And we have Athena. Oh my gosh, like the Leo energy is coming through. Like a Leo got a lot of this, okay? Creating this happiness. This is also about your own wisdom. Jupiter, abundance, wisdom. So this could also be, somebody that, this is about strategy and war as well. Athena. Happiness. I'm aware that being happy means I'm on the right path. So when it sparks this joy inside of you and brings you this happiness, and we got the dolphins there. Maybe there's something about, I always think of Florida or something like that. I mean, or yeah, the ocean, dolphins, even Hawaii. I don't know what's going on here with this, but this wisdom brings happiness. Self-esteem. What's underneath? Overcoming worry and anxiety. Traveling. Maybe they're a teacher. These cards just came forth for the Leos, which was just, previously. So that's why I'm getting that very strongly. Either you... Very interesting. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is connection. And look, and for some of you, it is about where there's something like that, a friend or a family member or something that's gone. And there's a picture. You've been looking at their picture, or you have pictures with them or something. I don't. There's some connection through there. You could even work with your pendulum. You can when you're setting your focus on them too, then they can also come through. And especially when a lot of our thoughts, our energies focused on certain people that have passed, like it's their birthday or, you know, things like that, or yours, or you went somewhere with this person on different occasions or something. They're giving you signs even or something. Of course. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna, before I jump into this card about your independence, right? Or rebelling. The rebellion. The resistance. Okay. Muse. Another Virgo, or Virgo rising even. Let's see. I have a circle. There's ethereal spirit here. Okay. Maybe this is also someone else who was in a harmful situation. A little tiny moon. A little crescent moon. Oh, it's little blue fibers. So even the Pisces, Cancerian energy, or something about the moon cycle. Ethereal. Okay, we have a key. A beautiful key to unlock something. The pieces to the puzzle. We have the alchemy. Oh, wait, is this a philosopher's stone symbol? Something like that. I don't know what that symbol. I gotta... Oh, another key. But this one's a heart key with little wings. Okay, we have a whale tail. Maybe the whale breaching in the water, or the mermaid tail. Something like that. Fishing? No way. Something about, yeah, like we have a little fish. So even Piscean energy, but going out fishing. You have a picture of them. There's a heart. Love. It's kind of a red heart. Oh, a broken wing. One wing. Or a single wing. Oh, we have a dog. For some of you, it could be a pet. Coming throw a dog a bone. Knick-knack, paddywhack. No way. Okay, what is that? Just a weird little leaf or something. Dog bone. We have the swan. A purple swan. Transformation. Good luck. Horseshoe. Horseshoe. Balloons. Celebration. Happiness. I don't know. Birthday. Balloons. Even releasing balloons. Okay. And a purse. Okay, so some money even. I don't know. That's what we got. I do see the red lips were coming through. You could have these, the big red kisses, red lips. They came through when I pulled charms for some of the other videos as well. Okay. Now I will read these for you. This came through with a Cancer sign. There was a strong connection of someone from the other side coming forth. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Haini Nui Te Po. Haini Nui Te Po. I don't know if I say that right, but hey, I'm giving it my best and putting myself out there. All right, this is the goddess. The guide. 34, 35. Death. Spirit communication and guidance. Someone could be those ages, 34. Someone could be a Pisces, a Gemini, a Cancer sign. You'll get a lot of Cancer energy. Leo. Any of those other signs as well. Scorpio, of course, because Haini Nui Te Po is the goddess of death and the protector of the dead in Aotearoa, the name of New Zealand in Maori language. As souls pass through the underworld, it is said that Haini Nui Te Tepo, guides them into the afterlife and protects them from harmful gods, little g gods, on their journey. Ooh, like Poseidon and what he did to Medusa. Oh, and when we look at the little g gods, that's what I call them, the Greek and Roman mythology, you see that they were... the stories are never like that they were good, loving gods. They were abusive and full of war and power and even lust. So definitely not. So we can think about that in the 3D reality with some of the people we see that think that they are all powerful with their money. That they can do harmful things and to other human beings. And that's when justice comes in. Stuff like this. Anyways, this is a message from the other side. The communication could arrive via visitation, signs, synchronicities, or dreams featuring the appearance of a departed loved one, a spirit guide, or your own subconscious thoughts. Her advice, Haini Nui Tepo, is asking you to be still, to sit in silence and really listen. You don't have to strain to hear what you know to be true. Trust that you are divinely guided and protected, and know that you are not alone. You have this wisdom. Athena, the mind. 26-27. Strategy, cunning, and wisdom. Athena is the ancient Greek goddess of wisdom, war, and strategy. Athena was greatly respected for the wise counsel she gave to the little g gods and heroes alike. A strategy is formed or required. Scattered thinking leads to ambiguous results. You need to trust yourself instead of soliciting too many options. Clarity is coming. Her advice, Athena asks you to be decisive and strategic. Make a plan of action and stick to it. You do not have to wait for anyone else's permission to live your life. Trust yourself. You are the master of your own domain. It is very much about your independence, your self-esteem, okay? Letting go of, grief of even... or feeling like you failed someone or any mistakes you've made. Also no longer blaming yourself or others. Recognizing you can't control other people, right? And taking accountability of your life and being like the master of your own life, okay? This is beautiful. Even though it got a little heavy, right? Overcoming death, maybe someone had a close call. Or also grief that something didn't change within a person. Underneath here, we only have a couple more, 2 more monsters. Ooh, the hunger. The hunger and the trickster monster. Someone trying to trick someone's... The trickster monster's in reverse, though. Okay, so the power broker. Underneath here, this hunger. Isikumadevu. See, I don't know. I told you. I said in the beginning, I'm going to mess these names up, okay? So, Isikumadevu. And this one, the kitsune, but the trickster is in reverse. Trickster spirit. You're letting this go. Surrendering it. Something was trying to keep somebody trapped in some type of grief. Now I'm going to read it. But it did come in reverse, as well as that 23 in reverse. Right? And you had surrender, releasing the need to control. Okay, what are we on time? 109. It's very interesting. I get a lot of Capricorn too. I say 114, 113. Okay. Both of these monsters have made an appearance so far. The hunger. The hunger for wisdom even. Okay. There's an addiction online even. Okay. The hunger, the health. Okay. Something about tricking, we talk about there's a lot of stuff out there, and to each his own if that's, the things you want to do, but I'm getting something about that, the drugs that are supposed to help with that, push and pull. The health, the hunger. Like this could be affecting somebody, could be having an issue with their a loss of appetite, or there's something online there's an addiction to. Releasing the trickster spirit and letting it go. It's like someone getting like some deliverance, because I'm taking that, but I'm still going to read it upright. So we're going to see these monsters. So 3 different monsters. And these 3 I have already seen. So it's okay. The power broker, leadership, confidence, seeing through, trickster. Kitsune, the monsters. And the hunger. Isikukumadavu. Let's start there. 102, 103. Maybe this is dealing with a Capricorn if you have Capricorn in your chart. Or about your career and your health. Learning about it. I don't want to talk about all those different pills, but doing your research on those. I also see Aries, Taurus, Gemini, potentially, and Capricorn. Indulgence, ravenous, devouring. Isikukumadavu is an all-devouring monster from Zulu mythology who swallows anything. People, animals, objects, whole. Ooh, even getting sucked into the internet. Like, I don't know. You may feel a lack of satisfaction. Oh, some more Rolling Stones. I can't get no. Like you are hungering for something more or something different. It may not be for lack of trying, but your efforts are not hitting the proverbial spot. Her advice, perhaps you need some self-indulgence right now. Are you denying yourself something you truly want or need? The Isikoko Madavu inside you is asking to be fed. Operate from a perspective of abundance, not lack. But this Kitsujun monster in reverse. Oh, they come back to back. Once again, how interesting. 104, 105, deception, evasion, untrustworthy. It's being found out. It's in reverse. Something's being released, right? Also, so that you don't hold any grief, so you don't hold any bitterness or anger, something that's surrendering it to the divine, okay? Untangling something. There are 13 different types of kitsune, which are Japanese for fox demons. They can often be magical tricksters and appeal to humanity's worst vices. You're not feeling like yourself or acting like it either. Bring concentrated awareness to your thoughts, actions, and patterns. You may be acting in a way that's unrecognizable to yourself or others. The Kitsune card points to a question of identity and who you are fooling. Are you not being honest with others or yourself? Be kind to yourself and do some introspection to affirm who you truly are. All right. Those are your messages from the Women of Myth, as well as that completion of the Solace Oracle. we still have tarot to go to. So let's see. In your fourth video, I'm going to pull the tarot on this. I'll see how long that goes, and I might also get to lighten it, the affirmators, working with family and whatever family means to you. So getting out, and also it is talking about doing independent things. So that it might not apply for all. And if that's, you know, the same thing, Virgos, if there is like a lot of family and getting together, whether it be cousins or friends, siblings, neighbors, you know, your own little family or extended family, whatever it means to you, that can get along with them. So that might be for a different message, right? Whatever it is that, you know, you need on your personal journey, okay? This is also a reminder of that, you know, to go out and, you know, make the most of it, try and heal any type of rifts or relationships with yourself and others, you know, to clear that, or make that final decision, you know, and regardless, even if you're like, it's a done, and it takes time to not hold on to hurt and thing like that. Anyways, thank you, Virgos. I hope this is giving you some insight, some guidance, feeling connection as well. So, I understand of this, okay? I understand all of it. These are different emotions, different characters, different people we play. And some people, sometimes they can't understand unless it has affected them. And they can't fathom, just like we can't fathom the amount of suffering and pain. I'm gonna bring this up. This one, also another one. I am gonna be cleansing this space with the sage and raising it back up after this as well. But those my heart and love goes out to the Whitney Decker, who's, I can't even fathom her grief at this time. And at this current time, 32-year-old Travis Decker still has not been found. And it's kind of making, you know, in Washington State, these 3 young innocent children. Yeah. So everyone's story is different. Pain is pain, loss is loss, but some are just so much like unfathomable. Like I can't comprehend that, you know. And anyways, it's the same thing. Like we all are gonna go through these things that are so hard to like even comprehend or process. And all you can do is surrender it, like express it. And try and find some peace and acceptance and learn from others' mistakes on the journey, right? And their lessons too, so you don't have to. I always see that as like, wow, sometimes it's like, thanks, Dad, for making so many mistakes on your journey so that I knew not to go down that path, okay? Or whatever. I don't know why I'm saying it that way, but and I kind of feel that the same, like this mistakes I made on my journey, teenage rebellious and other things like that. I'm like, oh well, now I can tell my kids aren't on that same, you know, I did it so you don't have to. Doesn't this is trying to lighten the mood with it, all right? Anyways, Virgos, thank you all so much. I hope you have enjoyed and look forward to your tarot message. It could be a whole different story, or multiple different messages, right? Thank you guys once again. I hope you have a beautiful month of June. Bye-bye.